I don't know. Let's work. Just got home and it turns out the camera card was full somewhere along the journey. So I must have cut a load out. Well, we'll see. Why didn't I bloody delete all the crap from me decorating? I've just been looking at the menu and decorating stuff's still on. I thought I'd deleted everything. Burke. Anyway, where have we been today? Great Harwood, Ribchester, Longridge, A6, aren't we up here, Glasson, Lancaster. Oh no. Where do we turn off then? Yeah, we turned off there, didn't we? Turn off the A6 to the 586 across there, can you see? Across that estuary with all the yachts on. Breesall, Knott End on the sea, Fleetwood's here. Knott End on the sea, Fleetwood. And back up there, Cockerham, Glasson Dock there. Then Paul went home. Knew which way he went home. Yeah, he'll have gone home. He'll have had his retrace the same road and then back here. And then I went to Lancaster, Morecambe, Overton's here, where that pub was. That's the estuary there. Back to Lancaster, over the Trough of Bowland. Where's the turn off? Oh no, sorry, what am I talking? It wasn't that way at all. Sorry, Lancaster there. Quernmore, Abbeystead, Dunsop Bridge, back to Clitheroe. So, sort of a big circle in it, roughly. I'm going to suggest that we should get into the habit of showing people where we've been on a map. Because people are scratching their heads. Where's that? Mm-hmm. You won't be able to see the names, would you? But I'll bring it closer. What's that focusing? Along there. Up there. Anyway, a long day out. I've clocked up only 110 miles-ish from when it was zeroed at Longridge. I'm just wondering now, where is it conked out at? Let's see. Imagine not deleting a bloody card. Silly decorating cobblers on. Right, Bobby? Little Bobby. Right, well, behind me, Blackpool Hornet, but he's on his Triumph. I forgot what it is. Triumph Speed Triple. They're ripping all the fittings out, ready for the DSS flats. I was wondering, did I put my cash card in this pocket? I still have, oh yeah, it's there, I can feel it. I got 60 quid out last night. Just been watching that good German motorbike show on television. It's just called Motorcycles. They reduce the volume of all the German chatter and dub an American accent over the top, you know. But they're in Scotland touring around all the castles. It was very interesting. On a BMW, of course. I was saying it's better than Henry Cole's chitter chatter. They just got straight down to it without any talking bloody cobblers. Oh, my event's open now. Roads are still a bit damp. Well, they would be under trees, wouldn't they? It was raining when I got up at 7:30. Paul said it was going to clear up. Where are we going? Well, you were saying about Longridge, Broughton, to get to Knott End Bike Meet. I said, oh yeah, well yeah, from Broughton you join the A6 up to the turn off for Blackpool, Fleetwood, then there's another turn off across the river. But I said, to get to Broughton is quite a nice ride via Ribchester and Longridge, if you've not been that way before. I was going to grease my chain, I forgot. I should have done all this yesterday. But it's hardly stopped raining till late afternoon. Empty reservoir, well the reserve one is, that one is quite low. Yeah, only light rainfall this week, so it's not going to fill it up in a hurry. Under that trying fish for bumps. Can feel every bump with this old Hornet. Yep, slow down for this little side turning. Oh, they're on red as usual. Well, they will be on. Look at that hollow head. Well, I hope this is a pleasant experience for Paul. I don't think he's been on this road before, so it's always nice to go through little villages and sort of scenic places where you've never been. I could go Jeffrey Hill way, that's an idea. Then again, other side of Jeffrey Hill on the way to Chipping. Nice road because it's been raining. No, I'll leave that for a proper summertime. We've got all July and August and September yet, haven't we? I'm going to show him the Roman baths at Ribchester, but it's only a row of little square stones. A bit chilly today, don't be having a bath in this weather, would we? The Romans are already more robust than us. Look at these roads. Yeah, I'm taking it easy, no knees down on this ride. In fact, I put my leather jeans on, but they're not the ones with padded knees. Well, it's certainly overcast. What does overcast mean? Dull grey and cloudy with a threat of rain. In June, what is it? 7th of June, is it? 7th of June, and it's chilly. You go hell of it. Yeah, 7th of June, and it's chilly and bloody miserable. You're a bit old for bicycling. I love a look round that old house in the 1600s. They're nice, aren't they? New builds as well. I'll ask him if there's opportunity to stop. Has he been over Jeffrey Hill before? Actually, the road comes out at Longridge on one of the alternate turn-offs. I was going to ask you, have you been over Jeffrey Hill before? It's quite pleasant, Jeffrey Hill. It's an alternative way to Longridge, it's added that way. But I'll show you if you haven't been, it's very nice. Yeah, there's a pine forest and then lovely views of the entire valley. Right. Area of outstanding natural beauty. Handwritten sign. A few spots of drizzle for being high up on a hill. Oh, clear day. Are you okay on this surface? It's quite solid, I think. It's quite solid, isn't it? It's not mud or anything. Yeah, look at these views here, isn't it lovely? You can see Blackpool Glasson just round the corner. I should have brought my binoculars, could have zoomed in on the tower. My mum used to bring my grandmother here because there's a bench and used to sit on bench and eat the butties. It says take your rubbish home, the bloody bin's full, they never empty it. Nice clear day, I can see for miles. I'm going to say, if we've missed it because of that silly bloody lockdown, the Chipping Steam Rally was just down here in the valley, you know that Chipping Steam Rally I used to go to. But I like going there, all them brasses from in my house are from there, they're all stalls selling stuff. And an old chap. I said, how much are your brasses? A £5. I said, what, each one? He said, no, for 4 on a leather strap. I said, a fat. I said, how many have you got? 4. I said, I'll have all lot. So you could always get good stuff, you know. But because of the silly bloody lockdown, we're stuffed, aren't we? Hey, I can see your house. That's where you live. That's Bispam. Yeah, there's a sign for Beacon Fell from Longridge, and the Longridge is just 2 mile down the road. And we go through Chipping. Well, I think it's more over that way. I think the road continues through. I mean, I've seen people do videos of the Trough of Bowland, and they've been on roads I've never seen before. So I think it's a general term for the general area of the Ribble Valley. I'm not sure to be exact. You follow this path. See if that bench is still here. My granny's bench. I can see the tower from here. 25 miles away to the tower. Hey, can you zoom in on the tower? I think that is, or is that some kind of pylon? I think them posts are that there's a radio station for Army or RAF, isn't there, somewhere near? I think I can see that just at left at tower. I think that's definitely at tower though. I might be wrong, it could be anything, couldn't it? It might be a pylon. Yeah, my mum used to bring me grandma here, they'd sit on bench and then they'd go for a meal at that. Can you read it? Gibbon. Why have a bloody restaurant called the Gibbon Bridge? I always used to do an impression of a monkey when I went past. Yeah, I should have brought my little camera. Oh yeah, lots of wildlife, yeah. I just saw it swirl, yeah, it's that same one, yeah. Oh, I'll be looking for mice and voles and stuff, won't it? Nice meal. So you've not been up here before, have you not? It's a nice, well, I think that is Longridge Fell, Paul King said. I was a bit confused with where I was. He said, oh, that's Longridge Fell. I said, oh, right, that big hill, I think. Oh, it's lovely. I used to bring a folding stool to sit on, but when I had my silver wing and there were two side cases on, you could just fit them cheap folding things and just have a sit down. You had a little drinks holder as well. I could sit, then again, if you get settled, you feel like nodding off. So it's best just to stop and carry on, innit, like I keep doing. I could sit on that bench, but I was going to stop and have one of my energy drinks, but we're only been 5 miles, haven't we? So I'll wait a bit longer. I'm still full of energy, I don't need a drink yet. Yeah, so the Chipping Steam Rally, we're down bottom at hill here, and Longridge is a couple of miles up that way. And I'm not sure, well, hopefully it'll be signposted, because from Longridge, you know that roundabout in the middle of Longridge, normally we come down that way, and this leads to the side road, and so we'll be turning right to go on the Blackpool road. Well, you know, the Broughton road. Right, I'll just carry on. We don't want out to drink, do we? It's only early. Another crap joke I did. I said, why is it called Jeffrey Hill? Why not Bungle and Zippy? Yes, Jeffrey! And then that gay bird. Oh, Jeffrey, oh! Yeah. There's birds of prey on that, it must be an area for birds of prey and eagles and things. What's that say? Yeah, it says Jeffrey Hill on there. Cardwell House, Jeffrey Hill. Looks a bit spooky, that. Yes, what a lovely view. Test was still recording. Yep, everything's fine. Battery should last 2 hours or so. And I brought me all my spare ones, 3 spare batteries. You alright? Arrow, yeah, the eye load exhaust them. Nothing coming. Another bag or 2. They have cameras on. Not as bad as I thought. I thought there'd be little rivers running down here with all that rain we've had, but I think it was only light rain. Way. Like I said to Paul, I'm not sure of the straight road to Longbridge. We don't want to go to Shipping really, even though it's a nice road. Maybe the roads converge, I'm not sure. We'll find out, won't we? As reference. The only thing is that other road via Chipping is slightly wider than this crappy little country road. Not like roads like this. Fine vehicle was pulling out with bloody spiky things on the back. I keep envisioning myself being embroiled and they make a bail out of me, head sticking out one end, arms and legs out the others, and my bollocks hanging out the bottom end of a bale. Can you hear me? My eyes is open. That's better, isn't it? I also turned the sound down by 2 little increments. Oh, here we are, Longreach Preston, that's it. creepy crawly on me, I can feel it. Don't overtake the cyclist, good lad. Nice road this, isn't it? Now it's widened out a bit with white lines on. And like I said, we come out at into a grotty part of Longridge, but petrol station there, so like I'm on 115. I might as well fill up there. I'll ask Paul, because he needs to fill up, I think. Might as well, it'll see us through the rest of the day then. This is more than 2 miles to Longridge. Where the hell is the turn off? Alright, that's Longridge there. Yes, at last. Oh, there's a train some. Which is the road? Looks like a new bloody estate. It's all changed since I was last on this road. Bowland Meadow. Are we to fill up in Longridge? There'd be fly on my glasses. No, which is that only roundabout? The Durham Ox. Yeah, sorry, I lost my bearings slightly then. This runs exactly parallel to that other street. I thought I was on this street. I thought, hello. A lot more shops than I remember. Sorry, I lost my bearings a bit then. They have Shell V power on that street. Do you normally put high octane in? It's high octane there, isn't it? Vibrating, is it meant to do that? I'm coming out fairly slowly. It's at 15 quid's worth. Hello. Yeah, have anything to eat? Sorry for your odd amount. I thought I'd get something to eat as well. You do pies with pasties and things. Oh, some little snacks here. Chicken Caesar. Yeah, they'd be nice, won't they? Chicken Caesar. Look at them. Yep. Thank you very much. That's in case there's no cafes open on a Sunday ride. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Oh yeah. There you are. It's designed for them. My little bag. Ideal. I'm gonna reset it. Yes. Let's check again. Yep. Wear gloves. I didn't do. My light's still on, yes it is. Yeah, I'm going to say, when I was looking at them road signs, it says Whitewell, and that is the Trough of Bowland, so we could have gone on a scenic route and then come here, but if we're going straight there, this is a bit more direct, isn't it? I mean, Lancaster, we could have gone up Trough of Bowland and gone to Lancaster that way, but it's like that, isn't it? And then you've got that hairpin bend. I don't like that hairpin bend coming up the hill. After that Jubilee Tower, there's two hairpin bends. And my uncle fell off there and broke his thumb. He had a CX500. And he toppled over because it's just dropped to one side, and if you're in wrong gear, you can stall, and he fell off. Right. So, Broughton, are we going on A6 then, up to, yeah, A6, then we turn off that road to Fleetwood Blackpool, then there's a turn off for going over the water, isn't there, to get to Knott End. We're going to Knott End first, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm afraid the A6 isn't very scenic. I was wondering if there's an alternative road, but there isn't really. Well, there probably is, but don't want to take half a day getting to Knott End. Yeah, that bloody grid once went down that. Like 4-inch drop. What are you doing, Albert? Mavis. I'm in 6th. Reaching for a 7th again. I love a little numbered LED in blue. Tell me what gear I'm in. Should I get one of them cheap ones with the magnets on? The other ones are over £100 for the electronic ones. Whittingham Goosenore. I Broughton already, but turn right and that's where the spooky written stone is. Or is it on the older road? Well, whatever, not going there. In case we get cursed by the witch's curse. Actually, just off here is where Chingle Hall is, that alleged most haunted house in Britain, but it's owned privately now, as I mentioned before. You think even if it was privately owned, they'd invite people for a spooky B&B unless they're loaded. Hang on, there's somewhere in Ivies. Plus I've got my lights on. What was that sticking out? You see that red thing? Beware of deer. I was telling Paul about that new Ribblesdale bike night when it's finally underway. If you're returning home in an evening and it's starting to go dark, will that road be full of bloody deer and badgers and hedgehogs and things scuttling across the road? Oh. I was pointing to Beacon Fell. Paul were asking about Beacon Fell before. Last time I was up there was with the school and I got swarms of midges, but they just round my head. I turned round and all be there following me, and nobody else were bothered. And because we had a pad and pencil to jot down sketches, and I think it was a geography trip. To let this chap out. Yeah, I forgot about the new bypass. Right, A6 at last after missing that little bypass. Doesn't matter. What's the speed limit on here? Oh, sign 40. 40. Got the turn off at last. Slow down. Ooh. Yeah, it says slow down for a reason. He didn't slow down. Does that mean there's police up ahead flashing his lights? Now this road goes on and on and on now until we get to the turn off, and it's a bit confusing because the first signpost you go over a bloody little toll bridge, but a little bit further on is the proper main road over the big bridge. Not that I mind paying a toll, they're only about 40p, and it's a crappy little road afterwards. Van there. We can see it from here, Albert. You can actually get in trouble. You can actually get in trouble for doing signals like that. Is that the turn off then?
No.
Is it the one after?
You'll have to go right to the next set of lights.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the next set, it's right again.
Right. So this is a big bridge with the wide expanse of water with yachts on it. It's still a fair way to Pilling and Knott End. Oh, look at this, it's lovely. Ooh. Jet skis there, that's what we should have. I shall let this fella through. I shall let this fella through in truck. I shall let him through. No, never mind. They're nice, aren't they? And palms. I was thinking I'm too polite, aren't I? I shouldn't have stopped there. Although I was in a queue for a while. Oh, the tide's in. I've not seen the tide in here before. Water looks relatively clean, doesn't it? Oh, it's lovely, nice and sunny. Where's he going? Oh, on the jetty with his jet ski. Yeah, that could have been embarrassing then. I'm too polite. Bandit Nev said, Steve, you let too many people. And I thought, yeah, I was going to flash that truck to come through. But what if we were parked up delivering?
I think he's trying to back his back straight.
Yeah, it would have been embarrassing if I'd have held up traffic up and said, come on. I don't want to come on, I'm reversing. You know what I mean? So, like Bandit Nev, he said, just carry on, Steve. Let them wait. Yeah, it's turned out nice, hasn't it? Not overcast here, lovely.
I'm sure there was a bloody ferry that used to go.
Yeah, foot ferry, yeah. I think they've cancelled that because of the silly bloody virus. Because it was on in a paper somewhere, it said they've cancelled the Fleetwood foot ferry, so don't think about hopping over to go to market or whatever. See, normal ferry there, is that going... They even cancelled Alaman one, because Alaman have only had about 2 cases, haven't they? They've been isolated. So is that going to Alaman? Is that back on...
Oh, that's probably some information, right? Yeah.
Is it back on track, I wonder? Ah, it looks nice and clean, that water. Unusual. Catch some Mersey kippers. See, I brought these cans of pop and my little rolls, wraps, and is this open? Is it open? Oh, hey, is it closed? Staff only? Ah, well, no, that's the advantage of bringing us stuff, yeah. Oh, I thought it'd be open. Deliveries only to the side door. That's what I was saying about that pub near me. If there's chairs and tables, which there is at back. Have you been to the back here? There's chairs and tables, yeah. You can have a waitress, like that. Ooh. And then you give her a £5 and she has gloves on. Why all this bollocks about? Close everything. Ooh. Anyway, I'm going to have one of me. Do you want the other wrap? I've got 2 wraps. Are you alright? What am I doing? You don't want to see the sea, do you? Yeah, let's have a look at the sea, then I'll knock it off. Try not to fall over any curbs. Ooh, kind of like guns. Some nuclear power station. Can actually charge a fee for launching a jet ski. £6.50. Cheeky charge. Who's going to enforce that? Hey, come back! Come back, you're not paying your money.
This guy here trying to reverse this boat thing, he's making a right he's overcompensating every time.
Silly sod. I've always wondered why don't they build a bloody road bridge across here? Why? You have to go... No, that bumpy road for miles and miles and miles. Although there's now here... You know, if people want to get to Lancaster quick from Fleetwood, you have to piss around going all the way up to A6.
Well, that big hotel on the corner,
Yeah.
which is called the North Euston,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it used to launch the bloody ferry.
Oh yeah, it's that little red one, the foot ferry or a vehicle one. Because I once asked, I said, is it for... Oh, I said, bicycles only, not motorbikes. I said, well, you can get a bike on there. No, I said, well, if I pay extra. No, it's bicycles only. I said, well, why? You could make £10 a time for a trip. I said, I'd rather pay £5 or a tenner than piss around going all the way around there. Because it's alright, Fleetwood. That market's marvellous. There's a stall selling clothes for larger people. I got a nice paisley shirt to take to that Beatles do. And there's a lad that sells flintlocks. He sells all that stuff. I said, I was going to show you them. I forgot. Did you see them muskets outside at fire? Oh, well, they're from that Spanish company. There's a lad on Fleetwood Market sells a few... I wanted some pistols. And he said, oh, these are £80. I said, £80? He said, well, there are some cheaper ones for about... I said, well, can you get me some? Here's my number. And he never rung up. I also got some of them tin motorbike signs off him. He sells them as well, them tin motorbike things. But you can get them anywhere, can't you? Anyway, I'll have me little wrap. I'll have a sit down. A wrap and a can of energy drink. Well, I just had one of my wraps, very nice, easy to eat as well. I normally struggle with butty type things, and I've had my Coca-Cola energy drink. It's very pleasant there, sat on that bench we were in the sun. Turns out the cafe is shut. You see, closed, deliveries to side door, the ice cream's open. I'm going to say, just before, you can't hear me now, can you? Sorry, just before we get to that thingy, there's a long road with a little hill, and at the other side of the hill is a magnificent view of the bay and all yachts. And I've never filmed it, so if it's safe to pull over at the side of the road before we get to the actual Glasson dock, I want to go over that little hill and have a look and film it all. It's a really nice view, you know, especially on a day like this. We could take our boots off and have a paddle if you want. Yes, you got a road runner meet. A paddle, could have a paddle there, but it's meant to be deep channels between those grassy mountains caused by tidal forces. Watch for that dog running about. Oh, it's alright. I was wondering if you have to go back the exact same way, can you continue up this road? I think I once did it, you know, rather than turn right, and well, I can't remember, that's why I'm wondering. Miserable sods. That's what I could do with a whittle. But us lads can whittle anywhere, can't we? Yeah, I seem to remember there's a little forest and the road leads onto that Lancaster Road anyway. I was going to go the same way back. I thought, well, this leads to the same road anyway. But, oh, we've got the green light. I'm busting for a piss, so if I see a tree, I'll stop. crap road. Yeah, looking for somewhere to have a pee behind the bush. Yeah, I've reached speed cameras, spoiling it for everyone. Won't say this is a dangerous road exactly. So I put average speed cameras on here. Dangerous, they're not dangerous roads anyway, it's just dangerous drivers not slowing down when it says slow. Camberwick Green. Or was it Trumpton? There was one called Chigley as well, I forgot now. So the Golden Ball's up there, is it? When's all the pubs going to reopen? Not that I used to stop at pubs, but you could stop at a pub, have a pee, buy a bag of crisps, maybe have a half or something. It's like a badass crew wearing high vis at back, must have just left work. Where's the train off then for Glasson Dock? Turnham Hall. Look at that sky. Cockerham Sands. Three Mile, yeah, I once went down there, bloody awful, little narrow bloody lane. Here it is. This is better, isn't it? Bit better attended here. And the café, the butty man's open, I think. See the GSX there, isn't there? Without a belly pan. Yeah, well that's the original version I like, with the twin silencers. The one that was 4-into-1, the silencer was about that long, like a bloody big drain pipe, but this is... I prefer twin silencers. Yeah, with a big S on the tank, yeah. I had a sit on one at Fastline, but I'd heard that Suzuki don't stand up to weather, whereas Honda have got the best finish and Suzuki's are meant to go a bit rusty. And I've seen a few of these with all pitting all over it, forks and what have you. But it depends how you look after them, doesn't it? Yeah, so I got the Super 4 instead. I had a sit on one of them, a sit on a VMAX. Come and have a look at these Super 4s. I said, oh, that's more like it.
What do we call it? They had one of these. Well, I took that was its first service. They had one in it. What's it fucking called? Newell's.
Oh yeah.
The white and blue one.
Yeah.
That looked clean, but it was about £4.5 grand.
Oh yeah, a bit expensive. Red and black with red wheels as well. I do. I was saying to my mate, I nearly got one of these, and I got a Honda Super 4 1300 instead from Fastline in Preston.
Oh yeah. I love this.
Yeah, I had a thing about red and black at the time.
I wouldn't buy blue and white ones.
Well, I was just saying, they're more common, aren't they, the blue and white ones, but I don't like them. These are lovely. But the Super 4 I got were red and black, and I got a little Dennis the Menace as a mascot, with red and black jumper on. I've got a belly pan at home for one of these, a twin silencer one, because when I got my Super 4, I said, can you get a belly pan? No, but if you get one for GSX, it'll fit. So I got one from M&P, 70 quid, and it didn't bloody fit, because if I'd have made my own brackets, it might have. Ah, nice big lump, it'd just suit me, wouldn't it? We've just been to Knott End, and café was shut and there were only 5 bikes there. This is more like it, isn't it? Ah. Did you say you're heading for home after? Oh really, you have to get home?
Well, get home for about 3. I've got a couple of jobs to do and then just speak to do and
Oh really?
all that.
When was the last time you went to Morecambe?
I went with Sarah last year.
Oh really, recently? Did you go to Heysham first, have a look at them old graves? I was gonna... Oh. Yeah, some Viking graves or something from 1,000 years ago. Interesting, but a bit hard to get to. It's where it's like Jeffrey Hill, up a little grassy path, and you fall down holes, but it's interesting. There's another bike thing over there. The shop at Glasson Dock, is that a cafe, I wonder? Or just a gift shop?
Yeah, that's the cafe over there. I went there.
Ice cream sold here.
With Jordan. I think he charged me £2.50 for a coffee.
Really? Are the bogs there though?
I don't think there is. The bogs are there.
Oh, public ones, yeah. That's why we're going to stop, but there were all families there on overlooking the bay. I think I was to stop, there's a few trees there, but there's some kids running about. I'm not desperate, I could wait till I go to Morecambe, there's bound to be somewhere there. But that's why it's a pain in the ass with pubs being shut. Just nip in a pub, buy a bag of crisps, have a quick pee, and eat crisps on promenade, and you're sorted till you get home then. Closing pubs, it's crazy. Well, closing anywhere, you could take precautions like these are doing. Oh, a girl in a big custom bike. Oh, she's got the leg power to scuttle it along. No, I'm alright. I've got two cans left here. I'll have my other energy drink and my other little butty. Ah. I was looking last night, that PGO 250, and they haven't imported a 250. Because that would be an ideal work commuter. They do 50 and 125, but the good thing about the PGO 250, it was compact. You weren't one of them that's 6 foot long. When you get big, they stretch them out. Why? I'd rather have a little bike that'll do. Imagine being on a scooter, looks tiny, and it'll do 90 mile an hour. Well, what's that? 250, mate. Yeah. It looks like a little one, but plenty of power. And like I said, the Taiwanese, so they're better quality. I mean, Dixon's are selling Royal Alloy. Have you heard of Royal Alloy? They're agents and they do scooters. I thought Royal Alloy. Oh, they crap or what? And Sim makes them. Yeah. But for commuting, you know, look at big leg shields. Keep your knees and feet dry in winter. They're marvellous for a work commuter. Plus they're all plastic, they won't be corroding like hell over winter with all salts. Yeah, and they just fit in my backyard, one of them. It's a pity them silly new bloody bins came in. If we hadn't had to make way for them new bins, we had one bin and then sacks at front door. And now, no more sacks, you have to have a brown bin for your paper and a blue bin for your plastic and glass. So I had to make that space allocated for a second commuter is now where the bloody new bins are. A good social scene as well. See, they're all chatting to each other and all mates. And you have rallies, regular rallies out, don't you? And camping dudes. And music, of course, some good. I went to that Clitheroe one last year and there's some good bands on playing old Beatles stuff in one of the pubs. I think Rose and Crown. Right, I'll have a drink and my other butty. Right, so you're heading home then. Right. Well, you can watch my video. I won't go to. I'm going to show you them Hesham Viking burials, but you've probably seen my video, haven't you? I used to be able to put music on then, so I did some spooky music to go with like a Viking-esque tune in the background. But I can't do music anymore. I used to use a YouTube editor, and then the silly sods did away with it. Right, easy to do, add music, speed bits up, and we are discontinuing the YouTube editor, I thought, miserable sods. Anyway, I look forward to seeing your video. Okay. Nice to see you, mate. All the best. See you again. He was just saying he's had a bit of trouble with the cable casing rotting. I said, have you had any solvents on? He said, no. Also, his brakes are Brembo brakes coming away. He said it's a common thing and it's been mentioned online. And there's a big recall thing going on. I still want to pee. There's no bushes or trees without people about. And back there is a girl that works at Philip Buell's, that little CBR, Amy. And her mum has got that CBF 1000 in blue, and it's going to be for sale, but I said, well, it wouldn't fit in my yard, sadly, with that big furring on. Let's go through that puddle. Paul said there's a bog across the road, but it's one of them you have to route for change. I suppose I could have a look, couldn't I? See ya. Bye. £20. Do you have to put money in or not? Alright, cheers. I better turn my thing off, hadn't I? And again, I can always edit it out. I was saying to Paul about filming over. Oh, go there, can I? over this little hill. I've never had a look over. A lovely bay, let's have a look. Bay Cycleway, Lancaster, 5 mile. Oh well, I'm sure it was full of yachts last time. Nice, isn't it? Grassy banks. Very funny tides. Because over that way, Middleton and Overton, I once went to Sambo's grave, a little black lad that was a freed slave that worked on ships, and when he got to this area he died, and you buried him in 1770 something, I think. That was his name. It wasn't an offensive thing in them days. It's only become offensive these days, hasn't it, with all the political correct nonsense. You know, there's a pub there called Snackshams, and that's where they used to get sailors drunk and they wake up in the middle at sea. What's it called? It's a word. I did this before and I mentioned it and I couldn't think of the word. Shanghai, that's it. You wake up on a ship on the way to the West Indies. Shanghai, yeah. So that's Snackshams. It's actually called something else, but it's known as Snackshams because it got a reputation for Shanghaiing sailors in the 1700s. Big potholes everywhere. Pity Paul had to go. Slow down here for the roundabout, you never know what's coming. A duck sign. Yeah, I was saying I was going to go to Morecambe, get some fresh air on the prom, see if anything's open. Market won't be on. Morecambe Market, when it is on, it's quite good. There's some good stores. I was telling him that oh god, to slow down. I got a high-vis jacket there in 3XL. I said, no 4XL, no 3XL, £15. So I got it. Well, it's a bit tight, but it's alright. And then next door, just round the corner, 4XL, exactly the same make, for £12. And I didn't go back to the other store and ask for a refund. I thought, well, I'll keep it. And then I gave it to Mandy McMullen, but she gave it away to someone else. It wasn't a vest, it was a proper padded jacket, you know, high-vis with lots of pockets. So that's Morecambe, can you hear me? That's Morecambe Market. This is a test as well, because like I said, I turned the microphone down to try and avoid all the clicks and the bleeps. So I've been for a pee. I was just saying to Paul, I said I was, indicators out. Are you going straight on? No. I was saying to Paul, I'm thinking of stopping at KFC in Lancaster to use the bog, but don't need to now. I've been to that and I got in free. I didn't have 20p. I didn't have 20p to pee. 20p to pee when you could find the bloody tree. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, what's happened? That's a fire, isn't it? That fire. That pub's been on fire, the Stoic. It's a shame, old pub like that. When's that happened? That's all the corn's for. Is that for the cycling? It said something about COVID-19 cycling route then. There's a KFC, if you're ever stuck for the bog. Use their bogs if they're open. There's lights on. Cycle shop. Now open for takeaway and delivery. You can't sit in without using the bogs. Yeah, I once came back on the train, so I was shuffed around Lancaster and going some pubs that me and my old mate Brian used to go in. There's one up here. Or was it the next one near the castle? I wanted to go in a left-hand lane, but this one's alright, isn't it? Morecambe, Heysham. I don't have to go in a left-hand lane. Very confusing roads round here. See? Two lanes turns into bloody one. I should have gone it left hand lane after all. I didn't get tooted at though. Nice, isn't it? See, how did he get here? He must have been in the wrong lane as well. Them old warehouses, there are ports there. George and Dragon pub, me and Brian have been in there. Good night out on the beer and all the boys, Lancaster. And 4 Indian restaurants. I even went to the Nag's Head and had a meal because it's now a gastro bar. Nag's Head, and now it's called something Italian or Spanish. You sell 3 massive barrels above the bar and now they've all gone. Wonder what they do with old bar fittings. There's some stylish things in pubs, isn't there? Right, Morecambe. Like I said, I normally turn off for Heysham, but I'm going to show Paul those old Viking graves, but if he has to go home, he has to go home. Not the way to the seafront, I think it is. Nice art deco, old cinema there. This should come out at the Smuggler's Den where me and my mate used to have a few beers. It is Smuggler's Den. A pub here called the Morecambe. The Morecambe Hotel. So you can see for miles. There's that place where I stopped before, just down here. Now, can you see them hills? It's very rare you can see them clearly. The hills of the Lake District. It stretch for quite a few miles, of course. But I've said before, people don't realise Morecambe is a good base to stay because with the motorway just up there, you can be in Keswick in 20 minutes. Kendal, Keswick, you know, to explore the lakes from. So if you're on a budget, rather than paying the B&B prices in bloody Lake District, which are very expensive, stop here in a caravan, loads of caravan parks, it'll rent a big 33-foot 6-berth caravan out. And have a day out, you know, set off from here every day and have a full day out, just come back for bedtime. And security is normally good on a caravan park. Just lock your bike up, no one's going to pinch you from the side of your caravan. Especially if you have an alarm. It's so nice, isn't it? Wonder which hills they are. You see. I know it's a wide angle camera. I'm still filming, I'll just check. Alright, good. Still recording, change the battery. Like I said, this was another mic test, so I hope it's at a suitable level. It's lovely, doesn't it? That sea doesn't look really murky, it looks quite blue. Is the sea really blue? Is it a reflection off the sky? A box of spurs. I put them 2 Chinese microphones in. I should be testing them, shouldn't I? So, should I go over the Trough of Bowland on the A roads? I don't want to go on A roads over to Kirby Lonsdale and join all that bloody Lake District traffic back, which there will be at this time. So, I think it's Trough of Bowland. It's made this promenade lovely now. You can walk for a long way down to Happy Mount Park. Lovely park to stroll around with crazy golf. Me and Brian went down there because we've not been for years, and we had a game of crazy golf, and I was struggling with a right hand club, and the old chap who dished the clubs out, "Oh, you're left-handed?" I said, "Yeah, we have left-handed clubs, you know." I said, "Oh, right, do you think you would do?" We had a few pints. Oh, little baby. Hello. Few boat launching jetties. I should go back the same way. I might go Heysham way actually. Right, so I ride through Morecambe. I was telling Derek about this, but what did he say about Lake District? He's planning on coming back. So I'm telling him it's a good place to be based at. These be no good because I'm not sure I want to leave loading on and say I don't fancy leaving a bag on a seafront, and they don't tend to have secure backyards, do they? So I think a caravan would be the best option. Oh, look at that track. I thought it was Keith. He won't be on a ride out, would he? After losing his son last week. Let this chap come out. Thai massage and spa, Tivoli bar, ice cream, beach goods, barber shop, clothes, Bayside Emporium, burgers, charity shop, another ice cream shop open, Winter Gardens. Behind there is where the Sunday market is. Actually, I'm not sure if the market's on every day, but it's worth a visit. There's even a motoring store, you know, when everything's back to normal. They sell sprays and lubes very cheap. So if you like walking, Morecambe's alright, but you'll see from round this corner they've done away with the pleasure beach many years ago. Art Deco style Midland Hotel, recently refurbished and done up. I wonder if the railway's still running to Morecambe from Lancaster. I don't know. Yeah, let's get past these. They've even done away with the bar, the Frontierland. That's what this was called when it was a pleasure beach. There was a Frontierland bar on this corner, and even that's gone now. And the cafe was, it's still there. I think it's called the Bayview Cafe. I've had a few meals there. Enough space to park 5 or 6 bikes on the little car, on the little bike park. Jose's Tapas Bar. Don't you get across? Lights are on red. Hearts and ties, what's all that about? Hey, should I turn off at that battery? There's a pub called the Battery where the buses turn round. And there's a nightclub round the corner. And we never went in there, we're not really nightclub people. The reason I mention that Battery, there's a new cafe there. I've stopped there on my bike in the past. Is that open or closed? Bogs there as well. Pay as you pay. The Beach Cafe closed. The Battery, Thwaites, Sandyland, that's it, Sandyland's Promenade. Over that nightclub. Must have converted it into holiday flats. See what I mean? You can walk for miles on this promenade in the sunshine if you like walking, and I think you can cycle on it as well. Oh, the tide's on its way out. I'm going to get off my bike and have a quick shufty at the seafront up this way. Funny little promenade, isn't it? So is that it? Another promenade. It's alright, and people say Morecambe is a dump. There might not be a lot to do, but there's a park to stroll around and a nice promenade. Lovely views across the bay. So that's what I mean, ideal place to explore the Lake District from, but not a lot to do as a holiday resort. So just use it for a base, plus the accommodation is a lot cheaper, as I said, than Lake District accommodation. Actually, I found one called Strawberry Guest House, a Strawberry Hotel, around this area, when it didn't mention parking, and I thought, well, if you had a motorbike and you asked them, you had a patio, although, would they say, you're not parking that bike on my patio, it might leak oil. We're down one of these side streets because it's near the pub called Strawberry Gardens. Anyway, it's all by the by, isn't it? Oh, they've got the same idea. This is a road down to Evesham. And the Strawberry Gardens. Closed due to the silly bloody virus. Another nice view of the bay, not lovely? Not lovely. And if that were a dead end, oh, is that where the village park comes out? I think it does. Yeah, the little cottages road. I'm not sure if the locals like you going down that little road. Oriental House. Open to take away. Some nice old carved date stones up this alleyway, in this little road. 1633 just round this corner. I've done videos down here before when I was filming the old graves. So if me and Paul had come down here, where could we have parked? St. Peter's up there, and the St. Patrick's Chapel. Ancient graves carved into the cliff rocks. Funny little village, isn't it? Is that it? Well, let's have a look up here. Is it one way or something? I think it is. That must be where that other road leads to then, up here. Church, village shops. Yeah, little lane. I'm curious about that little lane. I want to go up it, since I've not been up it before. And come back and then have a look at Half Moon Bay. Well, path down to the sea. So, that's where I've just been. Right. Well, that's satisfying my curiosity. It wasn't a lot there, was there? Well, let's have a look at Half Moon Bay then. I won't press my novelty horn. You're in the middle of the road. Social distancing. Hope I've left enough volume on this microphone to be heard. Should I speak a bit louder? Hello, hello, hello. Funny little village, isn't it? Where would you, all them posh houses, are they all retired? I mean, where would you work round here? Right, so this is Half Moon Bay. And the cafe is shut. I do have one can of pop left. So Half Moon Bay, lots of rocks and things. View of the hills up the Lake District. Well, I head for home then. I'm going on the bypass road after all, it seems. Welcome to the Half Moon Bay Cafe, but it's shut. As he wondering which way to go as well. It's right, Albert. Yeah, looks like middle of a bloody estate, doesn't it? Well, it is in the middle of an industrial estate. Not a retail park, it's all units. So if the TT was on, they'll all be coming back now, won't they, here? From the Isle of Man. I used to come here to look at the motorbikes, waiting for the ferries. I used to wait at this pub here. It used to be called a Money Clause Inn, but now it's got a different name. Lancaster 7 mile, Morecambe 3. Yeah, 7 mile. If I had lots of sunshine during my week off, I would have gone to a few places, but like I said, at least I've had the opportunity. Ocean Edge, here it is, Ocean Edge. So we're here to this caravan. The Duke of Rothesay pub and kitchen now, not the Money Clause Inn. I could visit them little, like I said, those tidal areas where the pub is, but I've done it before. Do you want to see them again? Yeah, I've done them a few times before. Middleton and Overton, that's it. Where do the ferries go to? Is it freight to Ireland, I wonder? Or just the Isle of Man? Oh shit, right down a bloody big hole. I was looking at this chap's brake light out and I went down a bloody pothole while I was in it. I'm going to go past that pub Snatchums, but I've been past it before, and after it there's not a lot to see. That other pub, the Roof Tree Inn, closed down and we're being converted to bloody flats, so I have been here before filming. End of this road is Lancaster Honda, like I said. That's a dead end, that's not the road to Middleton and Overton then. So them hills with the clouds on top, that's where I'm heading. Just like I said to Paul, phone me old grandma whose house I live in. Oh, never mind about raining here. To the side of Preston will be lovely, always is. And they're right, blue skies and sunshine here. Back home that way, grey skies and horrible. Could walk right up to that. I've always wanted to walk up right up until the base of one of those turbines and just look up. I could do, couldn't I? Have a sit, have a sit. Turn down that lane there and just walk across for 2 minutes and be there. thought it was a road I didn't see. No unauthorised entry. See, I could have gone up that lane. It's not locked though, is it? I don't think. Walked to the base, looked up, and then what? Nothing. Easham South. Do not approach wind turbines in adverse conditions, especially during lightning or icy conditions. Risk of falling ice. Danger of death. High voltage. No unauthorised entry. CCTV in operation. What the bollocks. There was a sign for Overton at this roundabout. You get a splatter wheel and flies. I'll see what condition this road's in. If it's crap, I'll just turn back. Because the bay is quite nice because it's a flooding estuary. Sort of interesting. It'll add to today's little tootle, won't it? It's alright. The Globe Hotel. Ah, that's it, I think. Sunderland Point. Yeah, we'll have a look at Sunderland Point, I think. Now in there, the Ship Hotel, we've been in there and there was a load of eggs on the walls in glass cases. Collected eggs, all sorts of different eggs. That's them silly buggers that interfere with birds of prey, don't they? Pinching the bloody eggs. So this leads to that tidal road which leads to Sambo's grave, but like I said last time I came down here, the bloody road was full of silt. But there's a pub here. This will be closed. Globe under new management. Road liable to tidal flooding. Is it full of silt? See, silt, mud, like that. Is it muddy? Is the road full of mud? Is it all muddy? Oh, I'll not bother then. I was going to see Sambo's grave. I saw it on television, but not if it's all muddy. Oh, really? I'll come back in summertime, I think. Yeah. Right. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it turns dusty and blows away then. So anyway, if you're with a family, you're interested in the history, like an aerial, you're risking the mud, It's a dead end at the other end. Not sure if there's any shops or pubs there, I forgot. Well, let's try again if I can find the road to Snatcham's Inn. £17.41 on that cottage, £17.39. Shipping with the eggs. So what's up there then? Golden Bowland, it is, it's called the Golden Bowland. Swear. That lady said the tide, yeah, what am I thinking of? Golden Bowl. It's even signposted, I think. We'll just see where this road comes out then. Now this water, as that lady said back, well you wouldn't have heard it, that water means that the tide has just been in, and that's the tidal wall, what the sea sloshes against. So imagine the tide coming up here. Mate, well, ex-mate Dave who used to go to those rallies with said that I once come up there and had a pint and I carried on because I forgot, I think he used to live in Morecambe, and it was only fucking water, a foot deep, and on my back. I said, well, could you still follow the road? Yeah, I was terrified. So imagine if you're on here at night in pitch black with just a headlight and the tide's coming in. It would be terrifying, wouldn't you? You'd be thinking, should I abandon my bike, go back to the pub, turn round and park my bike at the pub for the night? Has it left deposits of crap all over the road? Yeah, can you see? That's nice, isn't it? I'm glad I've got it on film. Again. Pub closed. It's all mud. Mud, mud, mud. Oh, a holiday home is here, that's nice. You'll have tide right on your doorstep. So, Golden Bowl, I forgot. I remember now, Golden Bowl, Golden Bowl. So, also known as the Snatchums, because that's where they used to Shanghai drunken sailors and the wake up on the way to the West Indies, having accepted the King's shilling. And in fact there's a story about that. Tankards used to have glass bottoms so you could look underneath to see if a ship's captain or whatever hadn't slipped a shilling in your glass, because that used to be a where am I? Well, you accepted a King's shilling. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I put it in your glass. Your tankard of beer. You accepted a King's shilling. Fireplace, that used to be a pub me and Brian had been in. You used to see it on our nights out from the taxi, and one said, can you stop here please, we'll get out here. What for? I said, well, this pub. Oh, not a lot going on here. So, well, we're just curious. We like to have thought we've been to every pub in Lancaster. And if we saw one we hadn't been in, we had to test the beer out. Yeah, Kirby Lonsdale, 683. I missed the bloody turning last time. I couldn't understand where it was. I went right past. Ended up in Carnforth, going a long way around. Nobody else in the wrong lane, is there? Well, there's still 2 lanes there. Never panic about being in the wrong lane. All those brakes and swerves you see on YouTube with dashcam videos, no need, is there? Wall and Guy's bike shop used to be there. He was a British bike enthusiast, always a load of British bikes in. Long since closed down, that must have been the 1980s. Right, left turn here. On the cobbles. Golden Lion pub. I'm going to stop near Jubilee Tower because I rubbed my forehead. I should have brought some painkillers. It's hurting like hell. Need to press my thumb in the polystyrene again, don't I? Yes, what's going on, Mavis? 18 miles an hour. Is she going to turn off, or is she heading for Clitheroe as well, I wonder? So I'll stop, rest my weary head, have me kind of shandy, and then carry on. Turning good. Squeeze past. Well, it's still blue skies and sunny so far. Ooh, the car behind. There's a turn off for Caton. Or one of the turn-offs. Lovely valley, isn't it? And a clear day like today. You see jets coming down here. I've seen a few fighter jets flying through in the past. I didn't get them on film. I'll let this turbot go past. But I'm taking it easy. Obviously in a mad rush. Yeah, 30 Albert, not 50. So the turn off that the Three Amigos went up was this one, I think, this crossroads. Let's say Caton again, we'll see. Wow, she's nice for a middle-aged lady. She's a MILF. Yeah, this is it, isn't it? Let's say Caton. Yes, Caton. Oops, down a gear into a bump there. I'm saying now, you know, my views about derelict buoys. A few bits of timber or even decking. Believe it or not, decking will support quite a bit of weight. Screw two pieces of decking together and you have a very strong beam. Or you could squidge epoxy between all the little grooves and have a super strong beam. So you can mend the roof 1 or 200 quid. Assuming all the flagstones or slates are still there. Well, I wouldn't put flagstones on, they weigh a ton, don't they? Ooh, all this traffic. All these Sunday drivers. Is that a lady? I'll just smack her bottom. See, beware of sheep. Trying to get back into the field and there's no gaps. I was just thinking, should I stop the bike, try and pick the sheep up, or would they be terrified? Plonk them over into the field so they won't get run over. Jubilee Tower up ahead. I won't be climbing the steps again because I fell over last time. Yeah, not surprised nobody's on that parking area, it's already gravel. Oh, it's locked as well. Locked, and yet there's no fence round. So can you see the whole of Morecambe Bay? Blackpool Tower is right in front of me, you won't be able to see. Morecambe Bay. Left me zip open. Alright. Imagine closing this off. What's the idea of that? Trying to discourage people. There should be a narrow path to get bikes in. Right, just had a long chat with this fella about the virus and its effects. He's been working right through as well. No time off or furloughing, 5:05. Just a me can of pop, empty cans in my little bag. I said, we're going to take some pictures. I said, oh, this takes pictures automatically. You can freeze frame any split second from hours and hours. And you come out reasonably well if your head's still, as you know, as you freeze each frame. If you kept your head still, it's nice and clear. Yeah, why them skid marks there? Sheep? Or just someone acting silly? Oh. Tyre side at road, so something's happened. Smooth enough. Oh, that was a pain in my tummy then. Well, that butty was alright, that little wrap I had. Not gonna rain, is it? They've been resurfacing this road. Skid risk. Tyne-Brook cul-de-sac. In other words, a dead end. Clitheroe, 16.5 miles. Still, that's quarter an hour, isn't it? If I do a steady 65. Aye, the wild and desolate hills, aye. Few spots of moisture. It did actually say scattered showers, some locally heavy. I was going to accelerate then and overtake him, but why bother? I'll slow down instead, leave a gap. Well, I'm not tired exactly, but shouldn't be after 2 energy drinks. There's a straight bit here. Freezing her Land Rover. You might be one of them silly buggers that want to race. Look at this road. Someone last week said about that resurfacing near Slaben, they're going to do Trough Of Bowland roads. And they certainly need it, don't they? After years of neglect. The hellfire. You do need it, don't you? See, if I'd have been on the M6 back home, I'll have been home by now. Or even if I'd gone to Kirby Lonsdale, I'll be at Settle now outside the Naked Man Cafe. Having a baked spud. And a bit chilly. Yeah, to the sunshine. Sheep on the road. No camping, no fires. No camping, why not? It's alright, I wasn't eyeing them sheep up. Well, we're dead then, it's stretching his neck to get the good grass. Another bike coming. That's a good place to park Helvet. More spots of drizzle. See, now we're halfway into this route. It's not really very far at all. That sign said 16 miles. From this bottom of the valley where the burger van usually is, It's only 20 minutes back to Clitheroe area. Amazing, isn't it? It's formed by glacier action, carving a route out of the valley. Unless it would just rain. That's a nice view, isn't it? Isn't it? Big hill in the background. Sorry for the noises, I'm getting a touch of hay fever. I don't think I had any tablets this morning. Why not? Because it was damp. And I thought it wouldn't be effective, but sniffing of it. Back of my throat's tickling. I should have gargled with that can of shandy. It's showing the sheep. It's alright, it's alright. Come on. No burger van as expected. More bikes. It's one of them places, a series of hills, that when the sun's in a particular place, you get a better perspective as when you come at noon, you know what I mean? It's like the Lake District when I was at Coniston a couple of years ago. I was there in the late afternoon, and in the morning it would have been all illuminated, a lovely hillside, but it wasn't. It's not very wise, Albert. But they absorb bumps better than this bike does. Yeah, all the nose is running now. Oh, this is what they were doing. Yeah, there was a sign just then saying we're improving your road. So is it continuing right through to Lancaster? Well, they certainly needed flattening off outside the church, just down here. Terrible, great big ruts in the road. So have they filled the ruts in and then covered it, or are the ruts still there? We shall see. Well, a few ruts still remain. So you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Illuminated hillsides were being after 5 o'clock. And he's going to turn off, or are they going my way? Actually, as this is Gunshot Bridge, I could go back home via that road to Waddington again. Not much difference in length of time. So they're going there. I will do, sod it. Ooh, excuse me. Puddleduck's tea room is not open today. Well, then again, it would have closed, won't it, about an hour ago. Electric bike hire. That old petrol station's become a bike hiring place. That's a good idea. E-bike. So I presume that's electric ones. Or even better, wouldn't it? Have you seen them blokes on YouTube that have installed a lot better electric motors in them? Look at this. Miss this road, haven't you? To make them super fast electric bicycles. One's going like the bloody wind in about 50 miles an hour on narrow tyres. I should check for bug splats really, but I'm not right bothered. Sorry if it's a bug splat, it's spoiling your view. Should I pull over and check at this gate where I stopped once before? nothing behind you. Let's do a stop, a bug check, and carry on. Nice, you're in it. Pine forest on the hill. Another hill there with trees on. Dry stone walls. Too bad, nothing directly on the lens. I had some alcohol lens cleaner at home, but I drunk it. No, I didn't. It had just evaporated from a poor seal. So I've no lens cleaner. There's a double D. There's a button, oh there it is, there's a bloody button to fasten it back after you've gone through the double D. And it gets in the way. There we are, that's done it. As it clips in, you hear that click. Goes round a double D and then clicks to keep it from dangling. Interesting little rock face. Imagine this at night time, would be spooky, wouldn't it? Middle of nowhere. Oh, look at that. See, that's a nice perspective, isn't it? Look at that. Should I get a picture of me by? All I have to do is just stand here, and like I said, I can do a freeze frame. My bike with a nice hill behind, why not? And it'll have the date and time on. Stand here like that. That's all I have to do. And take a freeze frame of it. I should have blown my nose while I had my helmet off. Silly twerp, how did I forget? I've been sniffing for the past half hour. Ooh, that pain in my guts is there again. What did I have to eat last night? Oh, baked spuds and prawns. Like I said, I think them sorts of bikes will absorb bumps better. Well, I was thinking, seeing as my day out's been cut a bit short by the silly bloody decorating video still being on the SD card, I might as well show you the completed decorating. Imagine forgetting to check length of time left. What a banana brain. Big rug's back where it was. All the clutter's gone. Ironing board's behind that door now instead of in here. And I've put them posters back up because it looks a bit bland, that's all. And I thought, well, why not? So I've cut the crappy corners off some of them, which were full of blue tack grease and rips. That's still a bit creasy, Abbey Road one. But you know, like I said, it looked a bit bare. And to even out that crappy roof line, I bent them posters over the two of John's face close up. That's my box for Virgin Media. I want to send it back. Seeing as they've been overcharging me for ages, and I disconnected it at Christmas. It started playing up. It had shut down, then start up, shut down, start up, and you couldn't switch it off. So I disconnected it. Crap anyway, isn't it? Virgin Media. So there we are, posters back up. Slightly different places. John Lennon clock from 1981 is now on the chrome rack. Finger plates in sort of in place. Little Sergeant Pepper poster up. So there we are, ready for my housemaid to move in. Still something missing. That lower part of that door, yeah, that'll fit a small post from. Where did I leave it? Anyway, there we are. The reason I've put that Ringo Starr one up, I mean, I know it's crap, but I went to that concert in 1992 at Liverpool. And Scouser tried to start trouble there. Wherever I go, knobs always start trouble. You with a couple of kids, and it's near the end of the concert. I've been watching you, you haven't moved right through the concert. You're not like him or something. I said, what? You haven't nodded your head to stamp your feet to clap your hands, you've just been sat there. I said, I'm alright. What are you talking about? If you didn't want to come and see him, someone else could have had your tickets. And his kids were there, I thought I'd just smack him in the nose. I thought, oh, I can't punch his daddy in the nose. I should have done though. It's gobshites, aren't they? You can't keep their mouths shut. Just shut up. And when we're waiting outside, Dave Edmonds, only a little squirt, only that high, he came out, during the rehearsals, and a couple of girls, and he ignored them. No, Dave, can you sign me ticket? So he didn't say a word, he grabbed the ticket, held it against the shop window, signed it. I said, could you do mine, Dave? I'll be right back, mate. All right, so I sat down near the shop, near the station. Because the theatre's right near Lime Street Station. Waited for half an hour, no sign of him, so I went back to the queue. Saw a lad I knew. I said, have you seen Dave Edmonds? Yeah, he come back the top way about 10 minutes ago. So he were avoiding me. He was alright, that's Burton Cummings on the end. Never heard of him, but he signed everyone's stuff. Joe Walsh meant to have been staggering around Liverpool the day before, pissed as a fart because he'd been in a pub crawl. Anyway, yes, concert 1992, and he's 80 next month, he's old Ringo. McCartney's 78 in 2 weeks.